Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket 3 on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with 1:15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday evening inside the Bismarck Event Center for our second game of our nightcap quarterfinals, featuring the 4th seed in the Thompson Tommies going up against the 5 seed in the Killdeer Cowboys. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Taking a look at how these two teams able to get to this point of the season. For the Thompson Tommies, the road to Bismarck, the Region 2 number 2 seed, earned a bye into the quarterfinals, beat 4 wins Minnewacan in the semis by 4, and lost to Devils Lake in the championship of the Region 2 tournament in the Betty. Then they came back and defeated Central Cass in a state qualifier from the Shack 58-36. Well, for the Killdeer Cowboys, the Region 4 tournament at Watford City, they were the number 4 seed entering the tournament out of 7 teams. They defeated Standing Rock by 8 in the quarters, lost to Shiloh in the semis 77-58, and defeated Dickinson Trinity by 1 for Thorpe Place, then upending Turtle Mountain in a state qualifier to get to this point of this season. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll let you know how both of these two teams have fared against the field. We'll also hear from Brady Schwab coming up around the corner, and the opening tip. That's all ahead from the Bismarck Event Center on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges: tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges: liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, the Killdeer Cowboys and the Thompson Tommies here. Thompson 13-12 last season, losing to Valley City in a state qualifier. Well, for Killdeer, went 17-11 last season, finishing 6th place at the Fargo Dome. Games earlier today here in the Bismarck Event Center. Devils Lake with a 73-49 win over Delax Burlington. Shiloh upended Wahpeton by 20, and Kinder with a 73-50 win over the Beulah Miners. Killdeer against the field here, a 2-4 against the state tournament field. They defeated Delax Burlington and Wahpeton, lost to Kindred, Beulah, and Shiloh Christian twice for Killdeer, while for Thompson 1-6 against the tournament field. Their lone win coming against the Wahpeton Huskies, lost against Delax Burlington, Kindred, Shiloh, and Devils Lake 3 times, twice in the regular season and once in the region tournament. The winner of this game's got Kindred. The loser will have a consolation semifinal tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, against Beulah. Beulah won at Killdeer on February the 17th in the only matchup. They did not play Thompson, while for the other side, the Kinder Vikings defeated Killdeer in Valley City in a shootout by 7 on December the 28th. And then Kindred also defeated Thompson in their very next game on the schedule by 15 in Kindred. So that's a look at how both of these teams fared to get to this point of this season. We take a break. We'll come back after this. We'll hear from the head coach, Brady Schwab, of the Thompson Tommies next. Thompson at 16-8 on the season, going up against the Killdeer Cowboys here on yourliveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
Join us on the Irie Insurance pregame show now is Brady Schwab, head coach of the Thompson Tommies, as they gear up for the Killdeer Cowboys here today for the final game of the quarterfinals. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Brady, when you take a look at your opponent here in the Killdeer Cowboys, the first thing I noticed was 4 players that average about 10 to 13 points per contest. Sometimes you can say we got to stop these 2 guys because they're 95% of their scoring. But when you take a look at a Killdeer Cowboy team, how does 4 players that score in double figures, how does that add to the level of prepping for a team as you are here with Killdeer coming up throughout the week?
Yeah, they've got it starts with Hansen, and he's going to lead. He's an all-state quarterback. He's going to lead their transition game. He wants to get the ball up the court. Bang's going to run the court hard. He gets a lot of his baskets that way. He's probably their best outside shooter, so you've got to defend him both in transition and in the half court set. Reese is a kid that all year has kind of been in that 10, 12, 14, but then in the region tournament really played and made some big shots when they needed to have big shots made. He's a little bit tougher guard because he comes in at 6'5", but he's really lanky. He's a long kid. He's a lot like an Odenbach where you just keep looking up and up and up and their arms keep going. And then he's got the ability to come off the dribble and hit a shot. And then, the Schleppenbach kid inside is a strong kid. You can tell he's a football kid that, is physical, but he has the ability to knock down 15, 16-foot jumpers, and then you get to the Dolan brothers, and they're kind of Noah Hippens, right? They get out and run, they hit the boards, they can hit an outside shot. But I really think a lot of it comes back to how you defend Hansen and making sure, because he'll find his way, not just in the transition game, but in the half court game, he'll find his way into the lane and make a lot of really, good varsity veteran passes to those guys, and they reap the benefits of having a true point guard. So they're a tough defend. He's going to run 8-9 guys at us, and those 8-9 have played in every game that we've watched this year. And there's a lot of bodies coming in and out. The one thing that probably benefits us in this game is the media timeouts. We're not quite as deep, but you get those breaks every 2.5 minutes or so, and you don't have to run quite as many bodies. So, we'll see. Our mantra all year has been defend and keep guys in front of you, and we just happen to play in a region that has a number of really, really good 3-point shooters. And, we've gotten beat by 3-point, on several occasions. But if we keep guys in front of us tonight and we're going to block out and take care of the boards, I feel good about where we're going to be.
Let's talk about some of your seniors here. I know we could talk about every one of them, but Braden Tice and Thomas Schumacher, some of the, you could call them glue guys, the guys who do the hustle points, maybe you don't see on the stat sheet all the time. What does Thomas and Braden provide to the club this season here, Brady?
Braden's really kind of come into his own. He's started for a long time for us, and he's a defensive guy. He's another one of those long guy that's kind of spider web like, and he's this year, the last probably month, we've really been working hard to encourage him to score because he has the ability to do it. I think he's just deferred in the years past because he's had guys that could do it. Well, now it's his opportunity. So, he does that. He's kind of a calming effect for us. There's times that he'll have a few turnovers, but for the most part, he's a calming effect out there, and guys feel comfortable when he has the ball. And then Thomas is he's your blue collar guy. He's going to run the point. Him and Braden will interchange at that point, depending upon who's guarding who that night. But they'll interchange at that point. And then Thomas is just one of those guys that, his entire career has been undersized, but he's always found a way. Whether last year it was guarding Wiley DeLorme or this year having to guard guys that are 6'3", 6'4". Never says no, always accepts the challenge, steps up, and plays hard every single night. So we're not where we're at without those two guys.
Brady Schwab, head coach of the Thompson Tommies. Final thing for me, Brady, similar thing that I asked you before the Central Cass game is for 32 minutes of basketball, what does the Thompson Tommies need to do to find a way to get a win here in the quarterfinals?
Yep, defensively, we got to stop transition and rebound. And then on the offensive side, we got to make sure we're taking care of the basketball and then finishing when we have looks. We in games that we've got beat, we've had good looks inside and or short range jumpers, and we haven't made them. So I think, take care of the basketball, finish those baskets, and then on the defensive side, stop the transition and rebound.
Hey, Brady, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today.
Chase, appreciate it, man.
That again, Brady Schwab, head coach for the Thompson Tommies, will continue on the pregame show after this from the Bismarck Event Center.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
This interview is brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to DHB.bank. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. As the Thompson Tommies out in their white attire, Tommies across the front in cursive in green with the green numerals outlined in white and black. For the Killdeer Cowboys out in their all-black attire, the orange numerals and lettering outlined in white with Cowboys across the front. That does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. That again is at Irie Insurance. Get the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today, as that is our Irie Insurance modified pregame show here as we get you ready for game number 2 again between the Killdeer Cowboys and the Thompson Tommies. Thompson in their white attire. As we'll get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, grower products, quality owned. That is crystalsugar.com. Again, crystalsugar.com, great careers, quality products, and grower owned. For the Killdeer Cowboys, winners of 6 out of 7. They have 10 seniors on the roster, and they will run 8, 9, 10 players, if not more, for head coach Greg Pruitt's squad here for the Killdeer Cowboys. 21-4 on the season, hailing out of Region 4 here for Killdeer. They'll go like this. Cale Hansen, the 6-foot senior, 10 points, 4.5 assists per contest for the All-State quarterback, as Brady Schwab mentioned. Owen Schleppenbach, a All-Region 4 selection for the 6'4 senior center, 11 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Cooper Bang, another All-Region 4 selection for the 6'3 senior, 13 points and 3 rebounds. Jackson Reese, the 6'5 junior forward, another All-Region 4 selection, 12 points and 6 rebounds. And then Ja'Cory Dalen, the 6'1 senior guard. He's got a twin called Nakori, but Ja'Cory will be in the starting lineup here. The 5 points, 4 rebounds here for Dalen. Again, Hansen, Schleppenbach, Bang, Reese, and Dalen for the Killdeer Cowboys, as they come out with a mark of 21-4 on this season. As we turn our attention now to the Thompson Tommies, head coach by Brady Schwab, with our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups They will go like this. Braden Tice, a 6'1 senior, 4 points and 2 rebounds. Carter Peterson, a 6'6 junior forward, 13 points and 7 boards. Thomas Schumacher, a 5'9 senior at 4 points, 2 rebounds. Gavin Krogstad, a 6'4 senior forward, 15 points and 6 rebounds. And Drew Odenbach, a 6'8 senior forward, 6 points and 8 rebounds per game. Again, Tice, Carter Peterson, a All-Region 2 selection. Schumacher, Krogstad, another All-Region 2 selection. And then Odenbach here for the Thompson Tommies. Head coach by Brady Schwab with a mark of 16 wins and 8 losses on the season. That does it for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. When we come back, it's the opening tip of the final game of the State A quarters. It's Thompson and Killdeer. Winner has a date with Kindred tomorrow night in the semifinals here from the Bismarck Event Center.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
As we get you ready for another 4 8-minutes of basketball, 4 8-minute quarters, 32 minutes, a 35-second shot clock goes on the clock. Sears are getting ready for the opening tip here inside the Bismarck Event Center for Thompson and Kendrick. Killdeer will be in the center circle with Jackson Reese going up against Thompson's Carter Peterson, as Tommies will go left to right or from the south to the north rim here inside the Bismarck Event Center. Killdeer will do the opposite. Our officials of Ethan Johnson, Mike Lean, and Brent Engelbrechtson. Mike Lean will do the honors in the center circle here as we get this one ready to roll today here from the Bismarck Event Center. Reese will put this one up in the air. The opening tip is up and underway at 8:24. One by Bang off the window. Shot will be off the mark, no good. And a fight for it on the inside, one by Krogstad. Krogstad gets the opening rebound here. He was really good against the Central Cass Squirrels in the state qualifiers. They bring this one up the floor now to Tice. Tice in the right wing, right-handed side to Peterson. Back up top to Thomas Schumacher. Here's the Cowboys' little zone pressure defense. Right wing Tice gives it to Odenbach. Odenbach on the pass as they pack the paint, and a turnover here as the Cowboys want to get out and run as they do up and over on the pass to Dalen. Dalen leaves it right wing. Here it goes now to Bang. Back up top now as they work it to Hansen at the top of the key. Hansen being guarded by Schumacher. Man pressure defense to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach at the right wing. He'll stop, pop, right wing three. That one will swirl out in a rebound here for Drew Odenbach. The 6'8 senior Odenbach will see it up the floor as they give it now to Tice. Tice with the basketball inside the paint, double team to the right wing now. Thinking about it is Krogstad. Gives it up top to Schumacher as they go back right-handed side to Tice. Tice up top to Schumacher here. Schumacher with it back to Tice at the right wing. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Pass on the interior. There's a block shot as Krogstad gets blocked on the inside. Ja'Cory Dalen in the front court for the Cowboys. Skips it right inside. Hansen, right wing three, up and in. Cal Hansen with the opening made field goal on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, and Killdeer has a 3-0 lead at the 6:35 mark. Schumacher will see this little full court pressure defense, 2-2-1 looking to trap out of it. Schumacher crosses the timeline with a second to spare. As Schumacher wears those neon green with a little bit of black shoes, gives it to Odenbach up top now to Tice, back to Schumacher to tie the left wing. Three is up and in. Thomas Schumacher with his 16th made triple of the season, and we're not at 3 apiece. As the Killdeer Cowboys will see this in the front court as they handle it with Cooper Bang, the 6'3 senior. Left and inside to Reese. Reese back on the interior to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach gives it back up top. Shot fake there by Dalen. Dalen lost it on the way up. Odenbach coming away with a steal. Turnover for the Cowboys. Thompson with a 4-on-2 with it on the inside. This one's going to be a blocking foul and count it. Gavin Krogstad will make his way to the free throw line. Bucket is good. A foul will come assessed here on Hansen, his first and the team's first, as the Tommies will make their way for an and one opportunity. Gavin Krogstad, a 68% free throw shooter on the season, heads to line for the good old-fashioned three-point play. Right-handed tosses up and in. Thompson takes their first lead here at 6-3 with 5:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Hansen will see this to a high post touch. That'll go to Schleppenbach on this weave to Hansen on the baseline. Off the window, tough shot, but Kale got it to go. It's Hansen 5, Thompson 6. Odenbach will give this one back to Schumacher. Schumacher with the basketball takes a couple of dribbles as he drives to left wing as they work it now to the right baseline. Odenbach with it, skips it. Schumacher with a shot fake, dribble, pull up, left elbow, jumper, swirls in and out, no good. Rebound tapped in the hands of the Cowboys of Cooper Bang. Bang crossing over left to right, top of the key, now to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach near sideline, now to Reese. Reese on the interior for the Cowboys. With it is Dalen, back up top between the rings, now to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach drive, kick, left wing to Dalen. Dalen with a shot fake, back up top to Bang. Bang with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Check that Hansen. As Hansen calling traffic, gives this one now to Reese. Reese with a shot fake inside the paint from 10 will be off the iron, and Drew Odenbach gets his second rebound. 4:44 left to play here in the first quarter. Thompson with the basketball in the front court to Carter Peterson. Peterson backing his defender down right of the key. They leave it to the baseline. Open, Krogstad, 3, rattle it in. Gavin Krogstad with the triple, his 30th of the season, and the Tommies take a 9-3 lead. Killdeer at the right wing goes Hansen. Hansen gets walled off now to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach will jumper, partially deflected. Rebound to Gavin Krogstad. Krogstad makes his way in the front court. No one stopping the ball, so Krogstad takes it right to the 10 for 2. Gavin Krogstad with 8, and it's a Thompson lead now at 11-5. 4:10 left to play here in the opening quarter. Thompson with their largest lead early here at 6. Cooper Bang near sideline. Hansen, he'll rise, he'll shoot. 3-pointers long. Rebound comes down to Peterson. Double team outlet. Was it deflected or no? They're going to say it was, and it will be Thompson basketball. We'll take a break with them on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Thompson 11, Killdeer 5, 3:57 left in the first.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsborough Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsborough Vets Club.
11-5, the Thompson Tommies with the advantage on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Chase Miller with you here courtside. As the Kindred Vikings, we will follow the Thompson Tommies throughout the course of this State A boys basketball tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Thompson with Schumacher, front court now to Carter Peterson. Peterson the right wing back to Schumacher here right of the key as they reverse it left and inside to Tice. Ball gets skipped, Schumacher bounce pass inside to Peterson. Ball gets skipped to Tice, shot fake. Tice will handle it on the baseline, got the shot up in the air and count it. Or no, they're going to call a traveling violation. So the shot fake, he drug the pivot foot with him, and it will be a walk here. So a turnover on the Thompson Tommies, but Tice did a little bit of everything there to get his man up in the air, nearly got the and one. Instead, Killdeer will see it in the front court as they do with Cooper Bang. Left of the key, three-pointer by Hansen. That'll go off the mark. Rebound to Schumacher. Schumacher ripping it through here for the Tommies, gets doubled, and the Cowboys will come away with a steal. Dalen up and in for 2. Jakari Dalen will see this. Ball will get tipped out of bounds, and it will be Thompson with the basketballs. We'll see substitutions as Noah Hippen, a 6'4 junior, will check in for Thompson. Well, you'll see Jackson Reese quickly back into the game alongside with Chase Kling here for the Killdeer Cowboys. Jakari Dalen playing the top of this 2-2-1. Cooper Bang also on the floors Nakori Dalen, the 6'1" twin of Ja'Cory. 3:15 left to play here in the first quarter. It's a 11-7 lead here in favor of Thompson. Hippen will see this. Ball gets deflected. Hippen stays with it. Now it comes right to left to Krogstad. Bounce pass to Hippen. Hippen leaves it to Odenbach. Odenbach on the skip to Krogstad. Krogstad ripping it through. Cowboys staying in this active little zone in the half court. Ball goes to Hippen on the baseline. Shot fake. Now he'll shoot from the left pocket three. That'll go long. Backside board to Cooper Bang. Bang will see it right to left now here for Killdeer. Right to left cross. Jumper, top of the key. Three! Tickles a twine. Cooper Bang with the triple, and Killdeer's back within one. 2:35 left in this first quarter. Noah Hippen up the near sideline for Thompson. Near wing to Tice. Tice with a little cradle rock makes his way into the free throw line. Gives it to Peterson. Peterson right elbow with the pass. Here goes Krogstad. He'll rise. He'll shoot. He'll score. Gavin Krogstad with another triple. His second of the quarter. He's got 11 of the 14 here for Thompson. His season average is 15 for crying out loud. He might hit it here in the opening 8 minutes. Ball goes right wing. That'll be to Reese. Reese with a bounce pass on the interior. Reese with a shot fake. Gets the ball back now. Back to the top to Bang. Bang to Reese on the inside. Reese at the left elbow. Able to spin. A little Dirk Nowitzki shot will be off the mark. No good from 15. And Noah Hippen climbs the ladder. Tice in the front court here. Tice going to make his way hard. Driving kick. Right wing three for Krogstad. He's feeling it. And he's shooting it. Gavin Krogstad with another three here in the quarter. He's got 14 points and 3 made triples. That's in 5.5. Make that 6.5 minutes of work. Other side of the floor, Peterson able to reject the attempt by Jackson Reese out of bounds. And that's how we'll go to this media timeout on the floor. 1:32 left to play here in the first. It's Thompson 17, Killdeer 10 on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway, Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
It's a 17-10 lead here for the Thompson Tommies with 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson, 14 points for Gavin Krogstad and 3 made triples here with 1:32 left again in the first. Killdeer on the inside will give it to Reese. He spins from the right block, shot off the mark, no good. Rebound to Gavin Krogstad, his 3rd board. Tice in the front court to the right wing, gives it to Peterson, right pocket 3. He'll launch, the 3-pointer goes long. Odenbach trying to get the loose ball, and there's going to be a foul for Drew. That'll be his first, team's first on the way here for Thompson, as the Cowboys will make a substitution as Schleppenbach will check back in after Chase Kling got a little run for the 5'9 junior. As the Killdeer Cowboys will handle this team that's shooting 42% from the floor this season, 26 from beyond the arc in terms of percentage coming into this tournament. Ball will go up top now to Trey Larimer III. Back now between the rings to Nakori Dalen to the right-handed side here for Killdeer as they will handle it with Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach on the spin, off the window, good for 2 from the right wing. Owen Schleppenbach becomes the 4th different Killdeer Cowboy in the scoring column as they trail it by 5. With it, Tice, bounce pass inside Peterson. It's on the deck. Peterson trying to rip it away. It's loose, and eventually Killdeer with the basketball as they give it up the floor, and this will be a blocking foul here on Thompson. Thomas Schumacher will pick up the blocking foul. That'll be his first, team's second after the turnover here for the Tommies, as Hippen will check in a lineup here for Thompson with 42.3 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cooper Bang to come in here for Killdeer. Thompson with Gavin Oster to check in, as they will with Drew Odenbach. Cowboys here with Hansen on the far side to inbound the basketball. Hansen will see this now to Bang. Back to Hansen on the give and go. Hansen at the free throw line, backcourt on the cut. This one is going to be loose, and eventually Hippen comes away with it as they were looking for Bang on a back cut. Turnover here on Killdeer. Thompson will slow it up now for head coach Brady Schwab as they give it left wing. Cowboys active in that zone up top, looking to trap and swarm where they can. 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter. With it goes Tice, right-handed side as they give it back to Oster, to Tice now with 14 seconds here in the quarter. Right wing Oster. Oster with the basketball, gives the step back up top now to Tice. Tice to left and inside to Krogstad. Krogstad jumper gets fouled, and he will head to the free throw line. 2 free throws for Gavin Krogstad. Foul will be assessed on Nakori Dalen, his first. Team's second. 2 free throws upcoming here for Krogstad. He shot all of them in this first quarter. For Thompson, free throw is going to go short. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here. As you'll see, the Tommies make a substitution with Carter Peterson. While check out of the contest, well, coming in will be Joseph Taylor, the 5'7" junior. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Krogstad is good. Killdeer inbounds at 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hansen front court dribble, pull back right wing. 3 is blocked by Krogstad. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's the Thompson Tommies 18, the Killdeer Cowboys 12. Back with more of the second quarter when we return on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
After a one-quarter play here inside the Bismarck Event Center, Thompson has a 6-point lead over the Killdeer Cowboys. Chase Miller with you courtside here today in the capital city of North Dakota. Thompson with 15 points by Krogstad, 4 threes between him and Schumacher. While for the Killdeer Cowboys, led by the 5 of Cale Hansen with 2 threes. Also a final, Red Lake County of Minnesota advancing to the state semis, and Class A with a 68-61 win over Goodhue. Red Lake County will play Dawson Boyd tomorrow at 2 o'clock from Williams Arena. We'll have that coverage for you on R&J Broadcasting on our website. Simply go to KKCQ FM as well. Search that or simply subscribe to the mobile app. You can check it out with Dawson Peterson down in Williams Arena as we'll follow the Rebels for the next 2 games at the State Minnesota Tournament. Thompson starts with the basketballs. They give it to Schumacher. Left wing three-pointer short. Rebound for Odenbach. Now to Peterson. Peterson at the right wing. Backing his defender down. Gets into the baseline. Hits the side of the backboard. And our board coming here for the Killdeer Cowboys. That's Dalen. With it, left wing three-pointer is going to go off the mark. No good by Bang. Rebound is going to be won by Dalen, but he throws it away right to Tice. Tice in the backcourt gives this one now to Krogstad. As Krogstad with the step through, lost it off his right elbow, still gains possession. Then we're going to have a foul. Is it a foul on the charge or not? Nope, this one will be a foul across the arm here with Schleppenbach. His first, team's first of the second quarter. 7:23 to play here in quarter number 2, 18-12. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Tommy's lead by 6. Thompson on the inbound. They give it right-handed side. That'll go to Odenbach. Skips it to the left wing. Thompson now back up top to Schumacher. They reverse it right wing as this one goes to Tice. Tice to Schumacher. They reverse it left and inside to Krogstad. On the interior, Peterson's wraparound pass is a steal. Hansen will come away with it after the deflection. Hansen with the basketball on the inside looking for Dalen, who runs into his own teammate. Somehow finds it to Schleppenbach, and Hansen will set it up. Right wing jumper, three-pointer by Bang is off the mark. Board underneath. here for the Thompson Tommies with Odenbach. Good cross by Schumacher to Odenbach as Odenbach gets this one to the front court for Drew. Ball will go right wing now to Tice. Back to Schumacher here with 6:40 left to play in the half. Ball gets skipped back to Tice, right baseline now to Peterson. Peterson top of the key to Tice, back to Carter. He'll rise, right wing three is up and in. Carter Peterson with his 8th three-pointer of the season, and the Tommies are raining threes as they've hit 5 of them here in this first half. Thompson will handle this one defensively, man pressure defense. Bang, right-handed side now to Schleppenbach for Killdeer. Schleppenbach crossing over, gets into the paint, trying to split 2 Tommies, and there's a foul. On Odenbach or Peterson, we'll see 2 free throws here for the Killdeer Cowboys as Odenbach picks up his second team's first, and 2 free throws here for Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. At the line as a team, Killdeer is 68% from the line. Free throw is up and in. As Noah Hippen returns, while coming into the game here for the Cowboys will be Nakori Dalen here for Killdeer. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Schleppenbach. Flick of the right wrist is up and good. Schleppenbach's got 4, and the Cowboys are back within 7. Thompson with Carter Peterson gets doubled, finds it to Schumacher. Schumacher with a couple of dribbles, step through now to Hippen. Hippen at the right wing, free throw line extended with a shot fake. Ball gets deflected. Schumacher chases it down. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now it goes to Tice. Tice here, bounce pass left-handed side of Peterson. Peterson at the left wing with the basketball, step through, looking for a teammate. Finds one right-handed side of Tice. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Krogstad at the right wing. Krogstad gives it to Tice. Tice with a couple of dribbles, left elbow, bounce pass to Peterson with a one-handed jam. Carter Peterson for the baseline. Rise up and throw it down, young man. 5:30 left to play here in the first half. Tommies lead it by 9. Right-handed side here for Killdeer. That'll go to Cooper Bang. Bang at the right wing with it to the baseline of Schleppenbach. Jumper over. Peterson is up and in from 15. Tough shot, but Schleppenbach got it. He's got 6, and the Cowboys are back within 7. 5:15 to play here in the opening half. Tice is going to drive, kick, right-handed side, Krogstad, shot fake. And we'll see this at the right baseline. 3-pointer off the mark, no. Peterson, put back, yes. Carter Peterson, 7 points, all in quarter number 2. Well, Krogstad had the hot hand in the first quarter. Peterson's going off here in the second. Jumper by Bang from the left elbow, no. Rebound here for Krogstad. Gavin Krogstad will see this to Schumacher, who lost it. Turnover as that goes into Dalen's hands. With it is Schleppenbach. Drive kick. Dolan left pocket 3 is up off the front iron. Rebound gets tapped by Tice into the backcourt of Killdeer. It's a loose ball. We got some body burns across the floor. As coming up with it here will be Killdeer. The Cowboys will bring this one up with Cooper Bang. Bang to the right-handed side to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach at the right wing, ankle cross, left to right, shot fake, bounce pass on the interior to Bang. Spin shot is up and in from the right block. And a timeout on the floor for Greg Pruitt. Little break as well. 4:19 left to play here in the opening half. Timeout on the floor on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Thompson leads it by 7.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Get in touch with Jim Pearson and the crew at Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency by simply going to their website at kindredstatebank.com. That again is kindredstatebank.com. Make sure you stay tuned with us once we get to our halftime show. We'll recap what happened earlier today, where so far it's been all chalk The higher seeds have won. We'll see if that trend can continue. Give you a prize of what's going on in Minot at the State B as well. With it is Odenbach in the front court to Hippen. Hippen will see this now up top to Schumacher, right wing as they work it to Odenbach on the right cut. Nice pass inside. Krogstad, he gets mugged. Killdeer will pick up the foul. This one will be on Nakori. Dalen will pick up his second, team second. This one was in the act of shooting. And we'll see 2 free throws on the way as Gavin Krogstad with 15 points heads the free throw line to shoot 2. Gavin so far 2 of 3 from the stripe. Free throw is up and in. 16 points now for Krogstad as Killdeer will bring in Calvin Dobitz. The 6-foot senior will check in here for a Schleppenbach. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for the Tommies. Krogstad hits them both. Thompson, 3 players in the scoring column here, led by the 17 of Krogstad. Killdeer in the front court, goes to Clean. Bounce pass near sideline, that'll be in the hands of Reese. Reese at the left wing, high post touch to Dalen. That one in the hands of Nakori. Nakori, Dalen lost it, then to the baseline, regains possession. Bounce pass inside Dobitz. Dobitz lost it, and Odenbach comes away with a steal. Odenbach finds an outlet here to Tice. With 3:40 left to play here in the opening half. Tice, bounce pass, no one guard the man on the bottom. And Krogstad, he's got 19. I'm not sure how Gavin Krogstad just went all the way down the paint without no one finding a way to put a hand or a body on him. Good bounce pass here by the Tommies as they lead it by 11. With it, Dobitz on the interior here for Killdeer at the high post. Now gives it right wing to Chase Kling, right-handed side. Now in the hands of Bang. Bang will rise, shoot, 3-pointer is short, but we'll see a foul, and this one will go against the Killdeer Cowboys as Dobitz was trying to get the loose ball with Odenbach. And we'll see a foul here on the Cowboys. Dobitz will pick up his first, team's third, as you'll see Schleppenbach into the game with Cooper, Bang, and Reese here for the Killdeer Cowboys. Also coming in here will be Ja'Cory Dalen as well. Hippen will see this in the front court for Thompson as he does, finds it to a streaking, cutting, and scoring Tice. Tice from the left wing. It's 31-18 at the 3-minute mark here in this second quarter. Killdeer will handle the basketball with Hansen. Hansen at the right wing, nearly drugged the pivot foot. Gives it to Dalen, that's Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory crossing over, jumper from 16, left elbow short, rebound to Odenbach. Drew Odenbach gets his 4th board of the game. With it now it's Tice near sideline. Tice at the right wing using up that dribble. Tice finds it right-handed side to Krogstad. Back to Tice near sideline. Left wing as they work it now to Hippen. Hippen on the baseline looking for a teammate. He gets fouled as the foul will be on the way up, and this one will be assessed here on the Killdeer Cowboys in Schleppenbach. His second, team's 4th, and 2 free throws here for Noah Hippen. Hippen, a 43% free throw shooter this season. Thompson, 61% as a team from the charity stripe. Tommies with Hippen sees this one go long. Carter Peterson quickly into the game as Odenbach will check out. And Nakori Dalen will check in here for Schleppenbach with those 2 fouls. You also have Nakori Dalen with 2 fouls as well. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Hippen. Hippen able to get that one to go, and he's got a point. 32-18 Thompson here with 2:25 and counting in this first half. Killdeer right-handed side with it as they give it back up top for the Cowboys. Near sideline now, left wing to Reese. Reese on the interior. This one goes to Corey Dalen. Dalen back now to Reese. Reese at the free throw line spins, trying to get by Krogstad. Step through, and Krogstad commits the foul, and there's an and one for Jackson Reese. Reese with an and one. Krogstad with his first, team second, and immediate timeout on the floor. We'll break with them on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 32-20 in favor of the Thompson Tommies.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
High school hoops today on yourliveevent.com. 32-20, Thompson with the advantage, but the Killdeer Cowboys with a chance to get the good old-fashioned three-point opportunity at the free throw line here for Jackson Reese, an 81% free throw shooter. And here's how Killdeer does it. It's not necessarily one player that can hurt you. They got 4 players that average double figures on this season. They've already had 5 in the scoring column tonight, and Reese gets the and-one opportunity, and the Cowboys are back within 11. Just over 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Hippen doubled, gives it backcourt to Tice. Back to Hippen here. Hippen at the right wing, gives it to Tice in the front court. Tice at the left wing, free throw line extended. Back between the circles, now to Schumacher. Schumacher bounce pass to Hippen. Hippen at the right wing, high post touch. This one goes to Krogstad. Krogstad left wing, Schumacher rising three. Got it! Thomas Schumacher with his second triple here of the evening. Thompson Tommies are shooting extremely well from beyond the arc. They have 6 threes here in this opening quarter. Nakori Dalen gives this one to his twin in Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory with the handoff to Hansen. Back to Ja'Cory here, 90 seconds remaining in the half. Ja'Cory with a couple of dribbles, slips a pass right-handed side to Reese on the interior. Turnaround jumper will go off the mark, no good. Rebound here for Carter Peterson and a kick ball by Ja'Cory Dalen. Winner of this game, roughly tomorrow night at 8:15, has a date with the Kindred Vikings. Loser of this game at around 2:45 has a date with the Beulah Miners in the consolation portion of the tournament. With it is Schumacher, gives it to Krogstad with the pass, now to Hippen. Hippen here at the top of the key for the Tommies, right wing as this one goes to Tice. Back up top to Schumacher here, 65 seconds remaining in this first half. Krogstad bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson hands it off to Krogstad with a shot fake at the right of the key. Krogstad gives it to Hippen with 8 seconds. Peterson posting up, nothing there. Ball gets skipped to Tice. Shot fake on the baseline. Makes his way to the 10 and a little finger roll. Layup for 2. Tice says 4, and the Tommies lead it by 16. And a near turnover here for Killdeer in transition. Killdeer to inbound it with Hansen on the baseline for the Cowboys. As they will with this, right-handed side to Reese, near sideline. That'll go now to Dalen, right wing open. Three-pointer on the way is going to be long by Hansen, and a loose ball goes to Tice. Tice will see it to Schumacher. Schumacher finds it to Hippen. About a half second to game clock to shot clock differential here for the Thompson Tommies as they will give it left wing to Schumacher. Schumacher with the basketball here, crossing over, gets the free throw line. Schumacher in the paint, driving kick as Krogstad thought better of it and let some time continue to melt here for the Tommies. Back to Tice here at the left wing. 8 seconds, now 7 seconds. Tice with 6. Tice going to spin on the inside. Dirk Nowitzki, turnaround jumper, no. Rebound here by Bang, gets saved in the hands of Hansen. Hansen with a half-court shot, good if it goes off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. The Thompson Tommies 37, the Killdeer Cowboys 21. Our halftime show is coming up next here inside the Bismarck Event Center.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Chase Miller with you here at the half as the Thompson Tommies leading the Killdeer Cowboys with 18 points in the first quarter. They added 19 in the second for their total of 37. While for Killdeer, 12 points in the first quarter and 9 in quarter number 2 here for the Killdeer Cowboys. First half team numbers, Thompson 13 of 21 shooting from the floor at 61%, while you have 6 of 10 from beyond the arc here in this first half of playing, 5 of 7 from the stripe, 17 rebounds, 9 assists to 6 turnovers here for the Thompson Tommies in half number 1. While for the Killdeer Cowboys, they're shooting 8 of 26 from the floor at 28%, 2 of 12 from the land of 3, and 3 of 3 from the stripe. They have total rebounds of 9. They're minus 8 to Thompson in that category. 4 turnovers to 2 assists here for Killdeer. Individually, it has been the first half that was lit up by Gavin Krogstad in the first 8 minutes. He had 15 of his 19 points in the first quarter of play on 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from the three-point line, and 4 of 5 from 3. Also with 4 rebounds here for Gavin Krogstad, who's played all 16 minutes of this contest. 7 points then for Carter Peterson with 3 rebounds on 3 of 5 shooting. 6 points for Thomas Schumacher on 2 main triples. 4 points for Tice with a rebound, and he's got 6 assists as well here for Tice. Also for the Thompson Tommies, Noah Hippen with 1 point and a board. For the Killdeer Cowboys, individually led by the 6 points of Owen Schleppenbach, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. You also have 5 points for Hansen with 1 steal, 5 points for Cooper Bang with 3 rebounds, 3 points on the way for Jackson Reese, and 2 points for Ja'Cory Dalen. Again, Killdeer led by the 6 of Owen Schleppenbach. We'll continue after this and recap what happened earlier today here from the A on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. This year, our planter operator clinic dates are March 18th and 25th. Expanded sessions to include monitors, systems, and diagnostic training for V-Drive, Delta Force, and Speed Tube, as well as Roll Flow and Air Force. Morning and afternoon sessions each day with lunch from Cruisin' Cafe. Register at planterdoc.com. March 18th and 25th. Please register at planterdoc.com.
At the half here inside the Bismarck Event Center, it is a 37-21 lead on the way for the Killdeer Cowboys as we take a look at the games earlier today. The first game was a win for the Devils Lake Firebirds, 73-49 over at Delax Burlington, as Devils Lake was led in the scoring column by the 19 of Palmer, the 19 of Nelson, and the 18 of Brodina. They combined to score 56 of the 73 points for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Colton Feller with 29 points, 4 threes in the loss for Delax Burlington. Devils Lake will play Shiloh Christian as the Skyhawks defeated the Wahpeton Huskies 74-54. 5 players in double digits, all in the starting lineup for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, led by Wyatt Weston with 17, 15 for Carson Quam. Wahpeton led by the 14 of Braden Steffens. And then the Kindred Vikings defeated the Beulah Miners 73-50. They had 5 players in double digits, led by the 17 of Brooks Bacco, 6 rebounds, and then 13 points for Jake Starcevic, and 12 points, 8 rebounds for Luke Starcevic. Beulah Miners led by the 24 of Braylon Chirado with 5 made threes. So tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com, we will follow Kindred at 8:15. We'll also follow Thompson, depending on the result here. Either they'll play Beulah in the consolation semis or Kindred in the semifinal tomorrow. Delax Burlington Wahpeton's at 1 o'clock. Beulah will play the loser of this contest at 2:45. Devils Lake against Shiloh Christian at 6:30 in the semis, and as we alluded to, the winner of this game will play Kindred in the other semis coming up tomorrow night. That's a look at our first half numbers. When we come back after this, we'll get you ready for the second half inside the Bismarck Event Center on YourLiveEvent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Corner number 3 here. We go inside the Bismarck Event Center. The team clad in black here today. Cowboys across the front in orange. The Killdeer Cowboys will begin the ball with the ball in the second half, as they will. Cooper Bang, right-handed side man pressure defense. They give it right wing now to Hansen. Hansen looking for it on the interior to Bang. They reverse it to Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach here at the left wing with the basketball on the sweep. Back now to Hansen. Hansen here at the top of the key, crossing over on Schumacher. Here comes the help. Shot fake. Then he gets a shot off from 16 up and in. Hansen's got 7, and Killdeer is back within 14. Full court pressure defense by the Cowboys. With it now as Peterson breaks it right wing to Odenbach. Odenbach slows it back up now to Schumacher. Schumacher near sideline to Krogstad to the left wing. That'll be to Tice to the left short corner. On the block now as Peterson makes his way. Little baby hook off the iron. Can't get it. And a rebound here for Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach will see it now with Hansen. Hansen at the top of the key taking a couple of dribbles as this one is going to be tipped and Schumacher comes away with a steal. Fit turnover here for the Cowboys. With it up the near side is going to be Tice. Tice bounce pass short corner. Peterson who's rejected by Reese, but it goes in the hands of the Tommies. Left wing goes Tice. Tice inside the paint gets the shot off from 10 up and short. Rebound here for the Cowboys. Cowboys, Ja'Cory Dalen up the floor. We'll see this now to Hansen. Hansen to the right wing finds it to Dalen. Back to Hansen. He'll rise. Right wing three. That'll go long. Rebound tipped by Odenbach once and twice to Peterson. Carter Peterson will see this one now here for the Tommies. Tommies to Tice, right wing to Odenbach. Odenbach on the baseline looking to skip it. Finds a cutting teammate to Peterson. Peterson spins on the inside, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Carter Peterson with his first, team's first, as Jackson Reese was there, and a timeout here for Brady Schwab. We'll break with them. 6:28 left to play here in quarter number 3. Tommies lead it by 14 on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency, from banking to insurance, they can handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. That again is kindredstatebank.com. 37-23 after the timeout by Brady Schwab. They'll have 3 remaining here for the Thompson Tommies. With it here for Killdeer will be up top to Hansen. To the left wing, that'll go Ja'Cory Dalen on the sweep. Jumper on the way is going to be gone by Bang. Rebound, though, by Dalen on the baseline. That's Ja'Cory. Now back up top to Bang. Bang on the sweep to Hansen as they'll handle it left of the key. Hansen here with 28 seconds on the shot clock. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hansen using up the dribble, gives it to Reese. Reese will handle it on the interior. Bounce pass inside. Tough shot by Ja'Cory will be off the mark, and a rebound here for Carter Peterson. Peterson will see this in transition, goes behind the back, finds a trailing Odenbach, extra fine. Krogstad right pocket 3. That'll go off the iron. Peterson, though, able to climb the ladder and get the loose ball. Finds a cutting Schumacher off the mark, no, and the Tommies can't get the lid off the rim here to start this second half. Hansen will see it now on the skip. Right-handed side to Schleppenbach. Jumper just inside the three-point line is short. Rebound tipped out. The Tommies will have a tie-up. Nope, they'll call a foul here on Schleppenbach. Schleppenbach will pick up the foul, his third and the team's first of this second half. Noah Hippen so far with 1 of 2 from the free throw line will check in as Thomas Schumacher will check out. 5:29 to play here in the third quarter. So far, just 1 made field goal in this third by Hansen of Killdeer. For the Thompson Tommies, Krogstad brings in the front court. As he does, takes a couple of dribbles here to the left wing. Back up top to Tice. Back to Krogstad. Here's a give it on the interior to Peterson. Peterson bulldozing his way on a nice spin move from the paint to the baseline from the left block, and Peterson's got 9. Really nice back to the rim play here for the Tommies. Dalen top of the key. Gives it on the interior to Reese. Reese on the right wing. Jumper inside the paint is up and no good. A rebound here for Gavin Krogstad. Krogstad gets the loose balls. He brings in the front court. Killdeer's going to trap. Krogstad with the basketball here. Step through. Nice find as they find it to Tice. Bounce pass to Hippen. Hippen with a shot fake. Got his man up a little bit in the air. Not much of a shot fake, but he finishes with a made field goal. He's got 3. And a quick timeout now here for Greg Pruitt. 4:39 left to play here in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. It is a timeout on the floor, brought to you in part here by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Thompson leads it by 18 here at 4:39 left to play in this third quarter. Update from the Minot State Dome. West Hope Newburgh with a 26-13 lead over North Border at the half in the Division B boys basketball quarterfinals. Walker Broughton with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals for West Hope Newburgh, while North Border led by the 4 points of Cosley. And again here for North Border, and that's Grant Cosley, as North Border trails it by 13 at the half. As we get you ready for the next 4.5 minutes of this third quarter, ball will go to the right wing to Jackson Reese on the interior. Dalen shot up and off the mark, no good. Rebound gets deflected in the hands of Killdeer. Block shot by Peterson. Dalen still working with it. It's on the deck. The Cowboys will come away with it, and we have a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Thompson. Cowboys with just 2 timeouts remaining, the same here for the Thompson Tommies. You get 4, and then if you don't use one, you lose one on the way. As you'll see that here for both teams. After you don't use one in the first half, it automatically gets burned in the second. You got 3 remaining for the rest of the game. Full court pressure defense by Killdeer. A little man pressure. Krogstad trying to get out of a double team here. They got 3 seconds to get across the timeline. Hippen with the pass finds it to Carter Peterson. But this one did not get across in the possession here for Thompson. And a turnover on the Tommies. It'll be their 7th. Killdeer will handle the rock now with Chase Kling. As Thompson right now has played well defensively in this game, giving up 23 points. They got 4 points here in this quarter offensively with 41. They average 55. They give up 51 points per contest. Bang reverse it left-hand side to Ja'Cory Dalen. Dalen back to Bang at the left wing to the baseline now to Kling. Back up top, that'll go to Nakori. And we see a foul here away from the ball as Carter Peterson was trying to get in front. And a foul on Carter. That'll be his second, team's second of the third. So you got 2 on Odenbach and 2 on Peterson, with anybody with foul trouble right now here for Thompson, as Carter Peterson will quickly check out. Odenbach hipping on the game with Tice here, Krogstad and Schumacher here for the Tommies, and there's going to be a steal. Good steal by Tice. Came in to see that he was going to double on the interior, then kind of baited the inbounder and gets the steal. Hippen through the double team, gets it in the front court, finds it to Schumacher now. Schumacher, the right wing, and a crossover inside the paint, and this will be a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul will be assessed here on Killdeer. This one will be on Chase Kling, his first, team second. As coming out will be Ja'Cory Dalen, as the Killdeer Cowboys here with Trey Larimer III, the 6'4 junior, will check in. Thompson will see this on the inbounds, as they will on the baseline. Krogstad finds it to Schumacher, extra pass to Tice. Tice at the right wing skips it to Krogstad, now to Odenbach on the short corner. Odenbach from the left block with it, now to Schumacher. He'll rise, he'll shoot the 3, will swirl in and out, no good. Rebound won by Jackson Reese. Reese up the near sideline, now to Bang for Killdeer. 3:15 left to play in quarter number 3. Bang spin his way on the inside. There's a foul before the shot. This will be the third on the Thompson Tommies. Foul will be on Tice, his first. Again, team started the quarter. So with 3:13 left in the third, we've kind of got a defensive stalemate so far. Just 6 points combined between these two in the third. Little lob on the inbounds, and Jackson Reese gets fouled in the act of shooting. Foul will be assessed here on Noah Hippen, his first, team's fourth. And we'll see 2 free throw attempts here for Reese. Reese with 3 points in the game, converted the and one back in the second quarter. Still an 18-point margin right now here with 3:12 left in the third, and Reese misses the free throw. Killdeer now 3 of 4 from the free throw line, as Killdeer Cowboys last season came into this very round. They lost at the hands of the Kinder Vikings in the quarterfinals. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and no good. Good rebound or a good box up by Hippen as the ball goes out of bounds. Cale Hansen will check in. Well, for Thompson, They waited till 2019 to make a state tournament. They won the state title back in 2019. Made it in 2023, the last year of the Class B. Here's a turnover, and finishing for 2 is going to be Trey Larimer, the third. So a turnover on the Tommies, their 8th, and the Killdeer Cowboys are back on the board, back within 16, and a foul here in the backcourt. And we'll get a immediate timeout on the floor. Chase Kling with the reach and foul, his second, the team's third. But for the Thompson Tommies, made it to the final of the Class B of the final 8 teams, took 5th, and this year here they're first in Division A, second year of the 3 divisions. As the Thompson Tommies lead it by 16, under 3 minutes to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in quarter number 3.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values. For Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
Under 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Thompson leads it by 16 here on YourLiveEvent.com. A reminder, we will follow both the Thompson Tommies and the Kinder Vikings throughout the entirety of the state tournament here again on YourLiveEvent.com. Thompson has to contend with a full court pressure defense as they get into the front court here with Tice. Now release pressure to Schumacher. Back to Tice at the right wing. Bounce pass on the inside goes Carter Peterson off the window for 2. Carter Peterson in double digits with 11. The other might have been looking for a charge. Nothing was there. Right-handed side out of Hansen. Thompson might be thinking it could have been a little flop, but Hansen then will go the other side. Hippen will get called for the foul. His second, team's 5th, and Cale Hansen will to the free throw line to shoot 2. An 81% free throw shooter on the season here for the Tommies. Hansen to the line on the way here for the Cowboys. Free throw here for Hansen is up and in. He's got 8. And if you're Killdeer, how can you get this puppy to 10 points or less before the fourth quarter? Well, if you're Thompson, trying to keep this above 12 or more, give yourself a little cushion going into the fourth quarter, and maybe you can find yourself to score the next 5 or 6 points after this free throw by Hansen and try to put this one up to 20 potentially, but the ball's missed. Rebound here for Killdeer. Killdeer will see it now on the hands of Dalen. That's Nakori. Now on the hands right wing of Chase Kling. He'll rise. They'll shoot. The three-pointer off the iron. No good. Rebound. Put back with the left hand is good, though, for Cooper Bang. Bang's got 7, and Killdeer back within 15. Noah Hippen will see this right wing to Tice. Tice gives it back to Hippen in the front court. Hippen to left-handed side as they give it back now to the top of the key. They reverse it right wing to Hippen. Hippen at the right wing, back up top to Krogstad as they give it to Schumacher. Left-handed side to Tice. Tice with a high post touch to Carter Peterson. Nice shovel pass to Hippen to the right block for 2. Noah Hippen's got 5. Give Peterson the assist, and the Tommies with the answer. 1:45 left to play here in the third. Quick jumper in transition by Hansen is short. Rebound goes down to Hippen. Other side, Thompson right-handed shot, no. Rebound tipped by Peterson. Can't get it after the miss by Tice, and we'll see a foul and bonus free throws going for the Killdeer Cowboys. Foul will be on Schumacher, his second, so he got 2 on Hippen, Peterson, Schumacher, and Odenbach, and 2 free throws here for Chase Kling. Least amount of points this season for Killdeer's 45 against Beulah back on February the 17th. As you'll see, free throws upcoming here, and there'll be 2 of them again for Chase Kling. 1:36 left to play in quarter number 3. Been a little bit more of a choppier quarter just with the stoppages, the free throws, and so with more fouls combined in the first half of play. There was 4 fouls for Thompson. Killdeer had 6 as Kling hits the first. Free throw attempt number 2 to try to bring it back within 15 is good. So Kling hits both free throw attempts, 96 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Schumacher in the backcourt, bounce pass, right-handed side. The Tommies will get the ball near sideline out of Tice. Tice at the left wing, Killdeer coming to trap. They give it back to Schumacher. Schumacher to the right-handed side to Krogstad. On the interior to Peterson. No look pass to Schumacher. Make that Tice on the baseline. Tice up top of the key. 3 for Peterson. Off the iron rebound with Odenbach is going to be won, though, by Killdeer. Outlet pass to Bang going one-on-one. High off the window, and that is going to be a foul here on Thompson. Thomas Schumacher picks the foul, his third. 2 free throws here for Cooper Bang. He's got 7, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2 here for Killdeer. Cowboys with 9 points in the quarter. Thompson so far with 8 here. Free throw by Bang, missing off the left iron. As Hippen will check in, as Carter Peterson will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Cooper Bang. As Bang on the second, missing this one. Rebound on the interior, going to be won here by Thompson with Schumacher, and we'll get a flopping warning here on the Killdeer Cowboys. So a flop warning on the way. The next one will be assessed for a foul. 45-30 with 67 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. As Thompson will inbound the basketball, as they will, but we'll get a timeout here for head coach Brady Schwab. We'll break with him. Tommy's 45-30 with 1:07 left to play here in the third quarter.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So after the quick timeout here for the Thompson Tommies, we'll have 67 seconds remaining here in this third quarter in a game that tipped off at around 8:24, so we're about an hour old here inside the Bismarck Event Center of actual time. Second half of play here as Thompson will inbound it, as they will with Krogstad. They give it in the backcourt. This one will go down the hands of Tice. Tice taking a couple of dribbles in the front court. Double team comes, and Killdeer will see this out of bounds. Last touch here off the Cowboys. So Devils Lake, Shiloh, and Kindred all moving back into the semifinals as they did last year. Grafton was there, so someone will take their spot either in Thompson or Killdeer. Killdeer stays in this zone, left and inside of Krogstad, back up top to Schumacher. Schumacher left of the key, gives this one and gets the ball back from Tice. Schumacher, bounce pass, here comes a double, nearly a triple on Krogstad. Ball gets skipped to Schumacher, right-handed side to Odenbach. Odenbach gets doubled. Little lollipop pass as it makes its way to Schumacher with 5, now with 4, with 3. Krogstad with 2, top of the key, deep two-pointer off the iron, no good. And a rebound here for Killdeer. The Cowboys here with Chase Kling in the front court. Left and inside of Cooper Bang. Bang here making his way on the inside. Gives us one of the pass to Larimer the third. Trey with the bounce pass on the interior. Then it'll go to Dalen. Back up top, and Noah Hippen gets the steal as he finds it now to Odenbach. Odenbach lost it though in transition. Killdeer with it with Kling. Kling here top of the key, 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Right wing finds a cutter on the inside. Nice shot fake up and in for 2. Ja'Cory Dalen for 2 points. There's 2 seconds, 1 second. Schumacher with a half-court shot is off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. That's the Thompson Tommies 45, the Killdeer Cowboys 32. We'll head to the fourth on your liveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
As we head to the fourth quarter, the Thompson Tommies with a 15-point advantage over the Killdeer Cowboys on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Thompson held scoreless in the third quarter was Gavin Krogstad. 19 points again in the first half, with 15 of them coming in the first quarter. He's got 19, 11 for Carter Peterson. The 8 points coming by Hippen and Peterson combined for Thompson. While for the Killdeer Cowboys, only 11 points in the third quarter, but they scored it from 5 different players. They're led by the 8 points of Hansen and the 7 points of Cooper Bang as we head to the final 8 minutes of regulation. Tommy's leaded by a baker's dozen. With it will be Schleppenbach, top of the key on this weave. Now it goes to Bang. Bang will see this left wing coming through the screen as Hansen, left wing. 3 is up and in. Hansen with the triple. That's the first made 3 for Killdeer since the opening quarter, and the Cowboys are back within 12. Full court pressure defense with it, and this will be a blocking foul here on Killdeer. Schleppenbach will get called for the foul. That'll be his fourth, the team's first of the fourth quarter, as Schleppenbach will check out, and coming in will be Trey Larimer III. But if you're Killdeer down by 15 to begin a quarter, you need something to quicken the shot in the arm, and they got it with 3 points. Now he'll handle it with Thomas Schumacher. Back up top to Tice. Near sideline left wing to Krogstad. Interior to Peterson. Peterson at the left block. Backing his defender down. Wraparound pass on the inside to Krogstad, who lost it on the dribble off his shoe. Turnover here for Thompson, their 9th. Thompson, the 4th seed out of Region 2, going up against the 5 seed Killdeer out of Region 4. So far, it's been an all-Eastern affair with Region 1 and Region 2 making their way. Also, Shiloh Christian did as well with the 1 Lone West team. Killdeer would like to add to it. Here's a 3. That'll go long by Hansen. Rebound interior to Peterson, and the Cowboys are going to have some pressure. Even off of misses, Peterson uses up that dribble in the front court, relieves pressure now to Tice. Hippen gives it back to Tice here, top of the key. Tice with a couple of drills, right wing to Schumacher. Schumacher with it, back to Tice, left-handed side to Krogstad, now to Hippen. Hippen on the left baseline, shot clock to 15. Tice back to Hippen at the left wing. Tice top of the key, finds it to Schumacher. He'll rise for 3, rattle it in. Thomas Schumacher now with 9, and that's his 3rd made triple of the evening. 48-33 Tommies with the advantage with 6:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. Killdeer with it, right wing. That'll go in the hands of Larimer III. It's going to be on the deck, and this one is going to be thrown out of bounds, and it will be a turnover here on the Killdeer Cowboys. Turnover here on Killdeer. As the Thompson Tommies will handle this now with Gavin Krogstad. As Thompson up by 13 with 6:25 to play in the fourth. With it, Tice to Hippen. Hippen's going to drive and kick to Peterson. Peterson gives it to Hippen at the high post. Hippen probing, gets his way to the baseline. With it now up top to Tice. Back to Hippen at the right wing to Peterson. Peterson at the right wing with the pass on the skip. Schumacher for another 3. That'll go long. Rebound going to be one on the interior by Hippen. Ball will go out of bounds. Ball won by Peterson. Last touch here by the Killdeer Cowboys. Ja'Cory Dalen will check back into the game here for Killdeer. Trailing it by 13, and they were down by 13 to go into this respective quarter break, 45-32. With it, his back up top, and 48-35. Left-handed side to Schumacher as they work it right wing. That'll go to Krogstad. Krogstad here with the basketball to Tice. Tice with the ball fake, free throw line extended, right wing to the baseline, now to Hippen. Ball gets deflected this time by Dalen, but he was on a bounce. Shot clock to 14 seconds. The Tommies are doing, even if they don't score right now, if you can take about 25, 30 seconds off the clock per possession, you can really shrink this game up here for the Tommies. With it's going to be Tice. Tice with the ball fake near sideline Schumacher. Now with 5 seconds. Schumacher right to left on the cross. Rising left elbow jumper goes long. Rebound here for Killdeer. Cale Hansen will see this on the pass. That'll go to Ja'Cory. With it now will be Dalen. Dalen back to the right wing. This one on the handoff to Bang. He'll rise. 3-pointer, and there's going to be a foul. Foul will be on Tice. His first of the quarter. His second of the game. And we'll see 3 free throws after the media timeout coming here for Cooper Bang. Bang with 7 points at the line to shoot 3 when we return. 5:21 to play the fourth on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Here inside the Bismarck Event Center, Tommy's lead it by 13 with 5:21 to play in regulation. As we'll head to the free throw line to shoot 3 here for Jackson Reese. Killdeer 6 of 11 from the stripe. Now make them 6 of 12 from the free throw line as a team. Cowboy faithful out in their black and orange attire here this evening. Tommy's behind us in their green and black. Free throw attempt number 2 by Bang is also long. Free throw attempt number 3 here coming up for Cooper. Cooper Bang, right-handed toss, able to hit the third. He's got 8. Killdeer back within 12. So the foul did cost Thompson a point. Tice in the backcourt here. With it to Schumacher. Schumacher with a ball fake, trying to get it across the timeline. They do with a second to spare with Tice. Right wing to Croxton, now to Hippen as Schumacher will set it up here. Cowboys coming out to trap on this little 2-3 zone right wing. With it, right to the key is Schumacher. Now high post to Odenbach to the baseline. Croxton, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Croxton up top to Hippen. Hippen with a ball fake, looking for a teammate. Hippen rips it through the double to Schumacher with 5. Deep 3 for Schumacher is short, doesn't draw iron, and the ball will go out of play, but it does take 34 seconds off the game clock with 4:46 to play here in the fourth as Carter Peterson will check in for Hippen. Killdeer will make a substitution as Jackson Reese will check in the contest now here for the Killdeer Cowboys. Cowboys with Hanson in the front court as they will handle this left of the key, taking a couple of dribbles. Does the right wing up top. Here's a 3 for Kling is up and in. Chase Kling coming through the screen up top, and a quick timeout here for head coach Greg Pruitt to boot. So Killdeer will have 1 timeout remaining. The Cowboys back within single digits with 4:34 left to play. It is a short timeout. We'll break with them on yourliveevent.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let them handle your requests. For more info, go to kindredstatebank.com. 48-39, it was single digits after the first quarter, 18-12, but Killdeer full court pressure defense, ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch here by Killdeer. Both teams with 1 foul, both teams with a timeout remaining. It's a lot of time here in this quarterfinal. Peterson on the inbounds, finds it to Schumacher, back to Peterson. Peterson with the pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Kling sees this one deflected. Dalen saves it left-handed side. Killdeer with it on the interior. Ball goes to Kling on the ricochet. They got it! Chase Kling at the left wing. Back-to-back threes for the Cowboys. 48-42. Thompson Ball fake, Tice brings in the front court, does to Peterson. Peterson gets doubled. Peterson sees this one ripped away, and coming away with it is Jackson Reese. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Reese, top of the key. He wants a three. It's a one-possession game. If it's good, it's short. Rebound, and we'll see a foul on the floor. Foul will be assessed here on the Thompson Tommies and Gavin Krogstad. His second, team second. And the clock stops at 3:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. And this one has just gotten a lot more interesting for the Killdeer Cowboys. They've scored 21 points so far in this second half. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, they've scored 11. Killdeer will see this now to Jackson Reese. Back to the right-handed side. Here goes a Hansen three off the staggered. In and out, no good. Rebound to Hippen. That was shot from deep from the G League range. Full court pressure defense. Hippen here in the backcourt, gets it across the timeline. Reese with the deflection and was the last one to touch it as they're looking for Odenbach. But right now, the swarming full court pressure defense by the Killdeer Cowboys is throwing some wrenches into the system here against this Thompson Tommy club as Ja'Cory Dalen will check in. Odenbach on the inbound. Schumacher will see it here. Bounce pass near sideline to Tice. Tice to Schumacher, right wing to Odenbach. Here comes a double at the right wing. Odenbach with a couple of dribbles off the window. Big field goal for Drew. His first field goal of the night, and the Tommies lead it 50-42. 3:20 left to play here in regulation. Bang with it, trying to ISO play. Bang gets walled off now to Dalen, who gives this left and inside to Kling. Chase with a couple of threes. He wants the third. Three-pointers up and in. Kling from 25 feet at the left wing. A deep triple here for Chase. He's hit 3 threes all in the quarter for the 5'9 junior. He's in double digits with 11, and he averages just 2 points per contest. But the junior guard has single-handedly shot the Cowboys back into this game. 3:05 left to play in the fourth. That's the last time out for Greg Pruitt's club here for the Killdeer Cowboys. 3:05 to play. Thompson leads it by 2 possessions. Kling hit that one nearly from the Shields logo, which is a good 3 to 4 feet behind the NBA three-point line here inside the Bismarck Event Center. Winners got a date with Kindred upcoming tomorrow night. 3:05 left to play in regulation. Thompson 50, Killdeer 45 with 3:05 here in the fourth. 4 threes in the quarter here for Killdeer. That's all their field goals. They got 13 here in the fourth total in terms of points. Schumacher with it, finds it to Tice. Tice in the front court now for Thompson. Tice gives it to Hippen on the baseline. Hippen looking for a teammate, gets ricocheted back, and now gives it to Schumacher. Schumacher right-handed side to Tice. Tice taking a couple of dribbles near sideline. Schumacher gives it to Odenbach. Odenbach's going to spin from the right block. Nice little baby hook for 2 as Odenbach now with back-to-back made field goals here for Thompson. Back to a 3-possession game. 2:35 to play in the fourth, and a foul here on the slash. This will be on Tice, his third, and the team's third, and they'll call it in the act of shooting. We'll head to the free throw line for Killdeer when we return with 2:33 left to play in the fourth. Thompson leads it by 7.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Killdeer down by 16 at the half, down by 13 after 3 quarters. They got it down to 2 possessions. Thompson with an Odenbach. Nice little baby hook. Got it up to 7, but free throws upcoming here for the Killdeer Cowboys as they will head to the line to shoot 2 with Cooper Bang. Bang's got 8 for the Cowboys, who are 21-4. Thompson at 16-8. Free throw on the way here for Cooper. Bang hits the free throw, now with 9. Killdeer back within 6. Free throw attempts, number 2 to make it a 5-point game, is good. So Bang goes 2 for 2. Trey Larimer III will check in here for Jackson Reese. Killdeer back within 5 with 2:33 to play here in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure defense. Thompson with Croxton. This one gets deflected by Reese. Hippens on the deck. One by Killdeer. Shot fake to Kling, up and in for 2. Kling with the left hand. It's down to a 1-possession game. Hippen double team. Hippen will see it, and that's the last time out here for Brady Schwab. 2:19 left to play. The Killdeer Cowboy faithful on their feet inside the Bismarck Event Center with 2:19 left in the fourth. We'll return after this here from Bismarck.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early, because sometimes it's gone early, because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
52-49. Chase Miller with you here in the final game of the state quarterfinals here in the Bismarck Event Center, as they're taking a look here to see who's got one timeout remaining with 2:19 left to play. So they do have one remaining, so there should be one left to go and 0 here, as Brady Schwab was double checking to see if they got any more timeouts or not. As we'll see this here for Thompson. Thompson crossing over right to left with the basketball, nearly a traveling. This one's going to be a jump, and the arrow's going to favor here for Thompson, as hitting the deck was Tice. As we'll see this in the backcourt right now, as the Killdeer Cowboy faithful wanted a travel violation, but they're going to say the jump ball, the arrow will favor here for the Thompson Tommies. The shot clock is at 24 seconds, so the 10-second now will be at 14 after the ball gets thrown in, and currently Killdeer throwing everything they got, as the officials are going to double back here as to see if it's the jump ball. As Greg Pruitt was saying, it should be Killdeer's basketball on the jump, as they'll take a look at it just to make sure if it's white or if it's black, and nope, they're going to say it is Thompson Tommy basketball. So Thompson will handle it. Shot clock at 24 seconds, game clock at 2:11. It's a 1-possession game. Schumacher with a couple of dribbles up and over on the pass. Climbing the ladder is Peterson right in front of his head coach, Brady Schwab. Gives it to Odenbach now. Odenbach to Schumacher. Schumacher with a dribble. This one goes to Tice. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tice up top at the top of the key. Rips it through to Krogstad. Krogstad on the interior with the pass. Up and off the mark. No good. Rebound is loose. Schumacher hits the deck. Ball gets tipped out to Nikori Dalen. Right wing. Here goes Kling to tie. That'll go long. Ball gets saved here by Killdeer, but in the hands of Peterson, who got tripped up inadvertently. Now it's a bang three. This one is in and out. No good. And we see a foul on the floor. Foul on Carter Peterson. That'll be his third. The team's fourth, with 1:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cowboys with Hanson to inbound or to check in here, and Reese will also check in here for Killdeer, as Hippen will check in for the Thompson Tommies. As coming out of the game here will be Odenbach here for Thompson. Killdeer on the inbounds here with Hanson. Hanson inbound it here on the right baseline. As he does, gives this one to Reese. Left in side now to Dalen. That's Nikori to the right wing, as Nikori gets the ball back here. Top of the key, guarded by Peterson. Man pressure defense by Thompson. 1:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Hanson at the left wing. Hanson guarded by Krogstad. Crossing over right to left. Gets the left elbow to the baseline. Runner high off the backboard. Can't get it. And a rebound to Peterson. Peterson sees a double and a foul here across the arm here on Nikori Dalen. That'll be his third, team second of this fourth quarter. Substitution checking in here will be Ja'Cory Dalen for the Killdeer Cowboys with 1:12 to play. as you'll see the inbounds on the way for Krogstad. Krogstad gives it to Peterson. Peterson finds it to Tice. Tice in the front court to the right wing. Tice sees this in a reach and foul here on Chase Kling. Kling will pick up the foul, his third and the team's third. The next jump ball does favor the Killdeer Cowboys. 52-49 here with 65 seconds left to play in regulation. What that foul does, it resets the shot clock to a fresh 35. Hippen on the inbounds, far sideline for the Tommies to the right baseline. As Hippen gets the ball right back from Tice, not a Schumacher. Schumacher using up the dribble to Hippen. Hippen at the left wing, and there's going to be a foul. Foul will be on Dalen. That'll be Nakori. That'll be his fourth and the team's fourth, with the clock stopping at 57.1 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. As Reese will check in, as coming out will be Trey Larimer III. And you can still play it straight up here if you're Greg Pruitt's club. You don't have to foul, but if there is a foul, it'll be 2 free throws now for both teams from here on out in the bonus. Double left wing to Tice. Tice weaving his way to Schumacher to the right wing, now to Hippen. Back to Schumacher here with it, high post, taking a couple of dribbles as Croxton able to spin inside the paint, throws it up off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down now to Reese. Killdeer with 39 seconds in the front court to Kling. Kling with a dribble, bounce pass. This one goes to Bang. Bang up top to Reese. Reese with it, 30 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Reese to the right-handed side as they give this one the hands now of Ja'Cory Dalen. Dalen here between the circles. Dalen calls out the offense. Coming through the elevator screen is Kling. Kling at the right wing. Thompson switches. Kling on the baseline, throws it up. That'll go short. Rebound here for Thompson with 15. Now with 14 as Krogstad gives it to Schumacher, and there's a foul, and the clock will stop with 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ja'Cory Dalen with the foul, his first, team's fifth, and 2 free throws here for Thomas Schumacher. Schumacher, a 61% free throw shooter, heads to the line here for Thompson. He's got 9 for the 5'9" senior. 12 seconds to play here in regulation. Free throw upcoming here for Schumacher. Thompson 5 of 7 from the free throw line. This is their first free throw since the second quarter. And Schumacher rattled it in and out. Hansen to check in now for Killdeer as Ja'Cory will check out. Killdeer will also make another substitution with Schleppenbach as Schleppenbach will check in, and Nakori Dalen. So the Twins are out now for Killdeer. Both teams got to go. No timeouts remaining. 12 seconds here in the fourth quarter. This to make it a 2-possession game for Schumacher is good. It's a 2-possession game. Thompson leads it by 4. Killdeer in the front court. They handle it with Hansen. Hansen, top of the key, got to get a shot off. Dribble pullback, high arching 3 is going to go short. Rebound out of bounds, and it will be Thompson basketball with 2.8 seconds left to play here in regulation. Schleppenbach is going to inbound it here for the Killdeer Cowboys. As Thompson with Tice will inbound it, as they will here for the Tommies. They'll give it to Croxton, and that'll do it. The Thompson Tommies are heading to the state semifinals with a 53-49 win over the Killdeer Cowboys, as Thompson now improves to 17-8 on the season. Killdeer will drop to 21-5. It's a final here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Thompson Tommies with a 53-49 victory. We'll get to our post-game show. We'll get to our Agassi Precision Egg Play of the game. We'll hear from some of the particulars, that and more still to come on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Join us here is one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game. Go to here for the Thompson Tommies, and first things first, here for Thompson, that again is Thomas Schumacher here for the senior, able to finish with 10 points, 3 threes, able to hit that last free throw to make it a 2-possession game and put this one out of reach. Thomas, I don't know what to say, but survive and advance sometimes in the month of March. That's all that matters really in this particular game. What did you see from your team to gut one out late from a Killdeer club that just kept firing threes in that fourth quarter?
I think we came out in the first half, played pretty well. That's kind of how it's been all year. Strong first half, kind of struggled getting it going in the second, which we did, and they made a good run. but we ended up shutting them down at the end and getting buckets when we needed them.
Yeah, just talk about the performance right off the bat when Gavin Croxton goes off for 15 points in the first quarter. The team's 18. When you can see someone do that, what does that do for the club?
Yeah, no, he's going to come out and he's going to score. That's what he does. He's great at it, and it opens up opportunities for other people too. So it's great to have somebody like that where he's going to track the defense and kick out, get guys open shots, and he's also going to score as well. So
again, for the Thompson Tommies, join us Thomas Schumacher here, able to finish with, again, in this game, 10 points, able to get a couple of rebounds and a steal as well. Thomas, what does it mean for this year's team to go through the ups and downs of the course this season to get to the state semifinals coming up here in 24 hours?
You know, it feels really good. We came in the 4 seed, but a lot of people didn't think we were going to make it here, coming out of a tough region. And it's a great feeling knowing that we're going to be battling against a really tough Kindred team. We already proved that. We know everybody knows what they got, so we got to come out firing tomorrow.
What did you see from Drew Odenbach down the stretch there? A couple of big buckets in that fourth quarter when you needed a ton of rebounds. What did you see from Drew here?
Yeah, you know, like you said, he was there when we needed him, and that's what he did. Getting big boards, good box outs, getting buckets when we need them.
Well, final thing, what are you most looking forward to tomorrow? You got Kindred, second time you're going to play, but what are you most looking forward to playing in that semifinal tomorrow evening?
Now we got nothing to lose.
I love it.
Nothing to lose.
I love it. Thomas, congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Appreciate that.
Thomas Schumacher here joining us, part of our post-game show as the Thompson Tommies pick up the victory. That interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Share their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. As we take a look at some of the final numbers here in this one, Thompson 18 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second, 8 in the third, and 8 in the fourth. Killdeer with 12 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second, 11 in the third quarter, and 17 in the fourth quarter here for the Killdeer Cowboys. Thompson shoots 46% from the floor. They go 7 of 17 from 3 and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. While for the Killdeer Cowboys, they shoot 17 of 54 from the floor at 31%, 6 of 24 from 3, and 9 of 16 from the charity stripe here for the Killdeer Cowboys in this one. Thompson, 34 rebounds, 11 assists, and 14 turnovers, while Killdeer finished with 28 rebounds, 5 assists, and 9 turnovers here for the Cowboys. Individually, 3 players in double digits for Thompson, led by the 19 of Gavin Croxton, and 7 rebounds. 11 points and 10 boards for Carter Peterson on 5 of 11 shooting. 10 points for Thomas Schumacher, hit a couple of rebounds as well. Noah Hippen had 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting. He had 4 points for Tice, 4.6 rebounds for Drew Odenbach. For the Killdeer Cowboys, led by the 13 points of Chase Kling and 5 rebounds on 4 of 7 shooting from the floor. 11 points by Hansen, 10 by Cooper Bang with 5 rebounds. 6 points for Owen Schleppenbach, 3 points on the way for Jackson Reese, 4 points for Dalen here, 4.7 rebounds, that's Jacory, and 2 points for Trey Larimer III for the Killdeer Cowboys. 53-49, Thompson with the win. We come back after this. We'll get to our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
As we get to our Agassi Feature Precision Egg Play of the Contest, Agassi Feature Precision Egg, it was quite simply a couple of things. Odenbach with 2 made field goals in the fourth quarter and a made free throw by Schumacher to put the ball game out of reach. But those a couple of made field goals in the fourth quarter really put the game out of reach. That is our Agassi Feature Precision Egg Play of the Contest here with Drew Odenbach and those couple of made field goals in the fourth quarter. Agassi Precision Egg, get in touch with them for March 25th for their planter operator clinic. Expanded sessions will include monitor systems and diagnostic training for V-Drive to Delta Force, Speed Tube, and more. For morning and afternoon sessions on March the 25th, each day with lunch from the Cruisin' Cafe. Register at planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com to register and get ready for the Planter Operator Clinic on March the 25th. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection goes to Killdeer. There are 4 threes in the fourth quarter, and 3 of them coming by Chase Kling in the fourth quarter as well, as he was able to finish this game with 13 points. Chase Kling with 3 main threes in the fourth quarter is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, go to halsteadtel.com. It's reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. So with this result, the Thompson Tommies will have a date with the Kindred Vikings upcoming tomorrow. Kindred defeated Thompson earlier in the season, 55-40. We'll see what Game 2 has in store. Well, Beulah will have a date with the Killdeer Cowboys in the consolation semifinals. So Delac, Burlington, Wahpeton at 1. You will have Beulah squaring off against, in the third place, or the consolation semifinals, again going up against a Killdeer. Devils Lake going up against Shiloh Christian at 6:30, and then one more time Kindred will square off with Thompson. So the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds all advance to the semifinals tomorrow night, and we will have coverage of Thompson going up against the Kindred Vikings right here on YourLiveEvent.com. And quickly in the B, taking a look at the final, West Hope Newburgh with a 62-39 win over North Border, as West Hope Newburgh, the Sioux, led by Walker Broughton with 23 points on 10 of 18 shooting, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals. West Hope Newburgh will move on into the semifinals, as West Hope Newburgh will have a date with Wilton and Wing coming up here in the semis. So the defending champ in both A and the defending champ in B are still alive to try to go back-to-back. The Sioux in B with West Hope Newburgh, while you'll have Devils Lake with a chance here coming up a little bit later on for the Devils Lake Firebirds tomorrow here in this one, as you'll see the B are Redeemers with a 50-39 win over the Oaks Tornadoes. You're able to see Bishop Ryan with a 45-26 win over Hankinson. Wilton and Wing 69-53 over New Rockford Cheyenne. And then you saw also West Hope Newburgh over North Border 62-39 here in this contest as well. But that's a look at some of your other finals across the way in B, as the Thompson Tommies again pick up the victory 53-49. Is popping on the headset now. Brady Schwab here for the Thompson Tommies, taking a look at the final numbers with the media scrum at the evening session. Brady, you get to finally take a look at the numbers after coming off of the particular halftime break and talking with your group there at the end. I know Killdeer knew they had a run in them, and they found a way to hit some threes from a guy that only averaged 2 points per game, and he hit 3 of them in the fourth quarter. But what did you just see from your team find a way? We talked with Thomas Schumacher, talked about how big those buckets from Odenbach were, able to see Thomas hit a 3, misses the front end of a 1 and of 2, but he hits the second one to seal the game. Just what did you see, albeit maybe not the way you wanted the fourth quarter to go, but to gut out a victory here in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, we gave up 2 offensive boards the first half and 9 the second half, right? And then we had 6 turnovers at halftime and, finished with 14. So we, those got away from us, and that's what we said coming into this thing was we got to make sure that, A, we take care of the basketball, B, we don't give up offensive boards. We felt like, we didn't know that, I'm trying to think of his name. Kling would come in and hit the threes, but they didn't know Tommy was going to come in and hit the three. So that was kind of a trade-off a little bit. But, I obviously as a coach, you want to go out and help with the press, but we got upperclassmen that in the timeouts had a couple suggestions. We tried it. We did a couple things. At the end of the day, it just came down to kids playing basketball. And, I felt like we competed for 32. I don't know if we played our best game. At this point, to be honest, Chase, I don't really care because we get an opportunity to play in the Final Four. So, obviously we got some things that we got to try to fix for tomorrow and all that type of stuff. But this time of year, it comes down to find a way to survive in advance, and we did that. And we had some kids step up. I thought Hippen gave us some really good minutes, boarding at the end. I thought Peterson was a little quiet early, but then as the game went on, had some big boards. He made a big play in front of our bench against the press to save a turnover when they were on a run. And Odenbach hits that bucket late and makes, a true post move. And, just kids playing. And, we lost our composure a little bit, but we didn't panic. It might have looked like it, but in the huddle, it wasn't panic. It was this is what we got to do, and let's do it. So it's fun when you got kids on the floor that are taking that leadership role.
I'll ask you one or two more questions, Brady, then we'll talk tomorrow for the pregame with the Kindred Vikings. Again, Brady Schwab, head coach for the Thompson Tommies, as he said, heading to the semifinals tomorrow night. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. What did you see from Drew Odenbach? Because I know we talked earlier this season up in Thompson against Central Cass, and you kind of said, you know what, you're not necessarily asking Drew to score. You're asking him to rebound. You're asking him to do the dirty things. But when he does score, it just adds some value, and all of a sudden he gets a right wing, nice made, attacking play, and then all of a sudden a nice little baby hook on the left block, and quite frankly, when you needed some field goals to stem the tide here, Brady.
Yeah, and the thing is, at halftime he asked me, when they're sitting in that zone and I'm down in the corner, can I shoot that? I said, how about you just get to the rack and score it? And then he did when we needed buckets. And, that's, again, a senior going, that might not be my shot out at the three-point, but I can get to the basket. Coach is going, yeah, go for it. So tip of the cap to him. He does a lot of things. He always gets stuck a lot of times guarding somebody smaller than him, and he's got to chase them and do those types of things. I thought he did a nice job of that. Again, it was 7 boards, and, and he's just type B. So he doesn't get too frazzled. When we were frazzled, he gets the take from the wing and scores it, and then he gets the baby hook. Kid stepping up.
Final thing for me, Brady, before I let you go, what's the message to the team? Is it simple as, hey, survive and advance, it's March, and we get to go to the semifinals against a really quality opponent in the Kindred Vikings? What was the message to the guys once you got to the locker room?
Yeah, the message was we're down to the Final Four, and because we earned it. Right? Nobody handed us this one. Nobody handed us a game. We didn't talk one thing about tomorrow. We got to where we felt we could get to at the beginning of the year. We got to the game we felt once the tournament seeds came out. I told them we got pizza coming back to the hotel, and they got excited. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, we've got 15, 18-year-old kids. You better order a lot of pizzas because their appetite's going to be hungry.
Right,
Brady, thanks so much for your time. We'll talk with you tomorrow for pregame.
Okay, thanks, Jason.
Again, Brady Schwab, head coach for the Thompson Tommies, with us here on YourLiveEvent.com. That interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. So again, Thompson and Kindred tomorrow at 8:15. Burlington will open up the day against Wahpeton in the consolation semis. Then you'll see Beulah against Killdeer. So it'll be mainly a Western affair with the Wahpeton, and then the semis will be Devils Lake, Shiloh Christian at 6:30. Scheduled tip is 8:15. Could be closer to about an 8:30 tip, but we will have that for you between Thompson and alongside Kindred here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast. Again, the Tommies survive and advance to the semifinals tomorrow night as they will tangle with the Kindred Vikings, and we'll have it for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com.